Unpopular opinion. Diet soda in moderation isn't bad for you. You can eat carbs and lose weight. Squats aren't bad for your knees. The fat gene doesn't exist. You haven't got a slow metabolism. You've got a fast appetite. Okay, so we're starting this one off with some sanity. Somebody who realizes that, I don't know, maybe the size that they are is indicative of actions only they've taken. Interesting. I kind of like this. What's going on, Modern Chodes? It's your boy Long Nail, back again with another new video. And in today's video, we're going over the hot post from r/FatLogic. Let's get into it. Thinness is not the default setting for human bodies. Yes, it is. You weren't born obese. It's because your poor lifestyle choices that led to the accumulation of body fat and how you are now. You were never supposed to be like this. Oh, I love this. It's not the default setting. I mean, it's also not the default setting to sit in front of a computer screen while you have somebody bring you food and just stuff your face till you're so full you feel like you can't move. You think that was the default setting? That's what was going on thousands of years ago? Yeah. You're wrong. If you're always cold and drink coffee, that's an ED. Girl, what? Yeah, I'm thinking, how does this make any sense whatsoever? I mean, pretty much everybody can get cold, right? And I'd say, I don't know, I don't like coffee, but I still think probably like 90% of the adult population drinks coffee on an almost daily basis. So if it's the winter and you're part of the 90% of the adult population, I hate to break it to you, but you have an ED. Most, if not all EDs, are a result of fat phobia. This just shows how little you've actually experienced. It's like, yeah, there's nothing else aside from your doctor saying you should probably lose some weight that people experience, you know, like the R thing and just all these other tragic events, parents passing, nothing like that could trigger it. No, it's only because, you know, you went to the doctor and he said, "Oh, you're starting to gain a little bit too much weight and you're pre-diabetic. So let's try to get that under control." Yeah, that's the only thing. I don't understand the term quarantine weight. You literally have just always been fat. You not adhering to orthorexic norms by slowing down and eating what you want finally gave your body the ability to push itself out of the constant starvation mode it was in. Bro, no. You think it's just because that, like, you were always meant to be fat? Or can we come at this with a mind of sanity for a second and go, if I went from being active to doing stuff I want, and now I'm stuck inside and just have nothing to do but watch TV and eat food, that's just not the default. The default was what they were doing before. Now it's like, oh yeah, well, this is just the default. You were always meant to be fat. Nope, they were forced into a lifestyle change, and well, they didn't adapt. Plain and simple. Imagine posting about wanting a flat stomach in 2021. Embarrassing, cringe, unhinged. Bro, imagine posting a tweet like this in 2021. I feel like if you just add anything, like, imagine posting blah, blah, blah in 2021. It's just, no, I'm already done with your tweet. But the fact that you chose flat stomachs out of everything, why is that cringe? Well, how's that embarrassing? Oh, yeah, I want to get in better shape and be happier when I look in the mirror. Wow, you're despicable. What a disgusting human being. It just makes no sense. You look at somebody who wants something better for themselves, and because that makes you feel uncomfortable, because maybe you think you couldn't do it, you just choose to lash out and say, well, then you're just embarrassing and cringe. Nope. I think you need to look in the mirror, and then maybe you might want a flat stomach too. No one enjoys measuring out their daily almond butter. If she were eating it because she truly enjoyed it, she wouldn't measure everything in tablespoons, or no more than a handful. She would eat how much feels good for her. No, you can still enjoy something even if you measured it out. I know that's a shocking concept, but putting something on a scale before you eat it doesn't actually change the flavor. What? So you're telling me if you just only grab 3 Oreos instead of a whole row of them, it would still taste the same? Yep, that's what I'm saying. I mean, come on, dude. If you do any sort of moderation to your eating, according to these people, you just instantly are fat phobic and you're just a human piece of trash, to say the least. It's like, dude, it's normal to moderate your food intake. What's not normal is stuffing your face till you're so full you can't move. And then if anybody says, oh yeah, I think this is starting to get out of hand, you just lash out at them. No, you're the problem. No, and it's sad because they're genuinely just trying to look out for you, but you're just so self-absorbed that you can't see that. If you live in a smaller body, you experience privilege, and you must acknowledge that. So how are we classifying smaller? Does that just mean the shortest people in the world are the most privileged? Or did you mean thin? Or what did you mean here? Because this could come off very bad for you. But, you know, I think we all know what you meant, and we're not the same as you, so we'll take this at face value and still say you're just ludicrous. Because guess what? If you think it's a privilege to be in a smaller body, lose weight. You know, that's 100% within your control. And, well, if it comes with so much privilege, then you must be willing to do it, right? All right, then. Until you start losing weight, I don't want to hear nothing. Doctors are seriously not taught how to critically read scientific literature. It's a huge problem. Yeah, you're smarter than those doctors. I feel like this post came after she tried to lash out at her doctor, or he, whatever, and then they literally said, oh yeah, well, here's the scientific proof that you asked for last time you were in here. And they look at it and they go, well, you're misinterpreting that information. It's like, bro. Doctors could literally do anything. They could show you 100,000 studies and you still wouldn't be satisfied, and you'd nitpick and try to find something wrong with every single one of them until he showed you one that lined up with your viewpoint. And then you'd be like, oh yeah, see, exactly, I knew it. It's like, you're not looking for the truth. You're looking for confirmation of what's going to make you feel good, which is not what the doctor is there for, because shockingly, they care about your health, probably even more than you do. All right, Motherchodes, that's it for the hot posts from r/FatLogic. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. And of course, share this video with your friends. And if you want to help support the channel for free, anytime you have any shopping to do on Amazon, just click the link in the description down below. Do your shopping as regular. It won't cost you anything extra, and it'll help support the channel. So I'd really appreciate it. Till next time, peace.